So one of the things I noticed is that this is where your factory sticker was, and it has been removed. So that means it's not under warranty anymore. So it basically means somebody has gone into this Xbox before. All right, so. Okay, there it goes. Okay. So far, not water damage I can see from the bottom. Here's the bottom. Now we're gonna grab our T10. Taking off these green screws. Where all my T10s are going. Green screws have been removed. Okay, after you've done all the green screws, flip it over. This is the back, this is the front. You can take off the top. There we go. Num nums, rosies. So you can kind of unpry it, and then it kind of lets you. Good job. I don't know if you can see, but it's really not that dirty. It's kind of dirty, I guess, from the camera. It's not so bad. See that there? That looks like some water, maybe. I don't know. I'm not too sure yet, though. Not so bad yet. Not so bad. But we're definitely going to be cleaning that stuff. All right, Rosie, we're going to get you some nuggies. But to clean this, I'm just going to take this toothbrush. Cleans that right out. Get out from the bottom. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the Wi-Fi board. This is what gives you Wi-Fi. That's gonna take T8 screws. This thing is just gonna come off by this right here. And that's your Wi-Fi. Right now, I forgot what this one's for. Remove it from like here. See? And that's that there. Alright, so now after you get your Wi-Fi board and the other board off, we're going to flip it around. We are going to take off the silver screws that are T8s. Take all those off. That connect to the bottom of the fan. And this is where your X clamp is gonna be. I don't know if you could just see what I just did, but yeah, these. And this is where your X clamp's gonna be. You're supposed to have a special tool for the X clamp, but I don't believe in that. When I take apart electronics, I always do this. So, sometimes I'll even make a new piece of paper for every place and everything I take out. So that way I know where they go back. All right. Okay. Now with all the bottom TH screws, I want to be able to do this where you can. All right, this doesn't look that bad. So the fan isn't too bad. Nothing really looks that bad, dirty-wise, I'm not gonna lie. There's some dust, but not a lot. Oh, there's some dust. Okay, so this is your hard drive. This is your, look, there's a little halo guy right there. I don't know if you can see that. That's pretty cool though. Little halo dude. But yeah, this is your hard drive. This is your disk drive, Blu-ray and disk drive. This is your fan, heat sink underneath, power supply. I'm gonna start taking those out now. We're gonna start with the hard drive. I'm gonna move it here. Here's what we'll do actually. Here is what we will do. All right, so we'll start with the hard drive. And you take this out. It's gonna be a little spot here that you remove. Boom. Dude, the board doesn't look bad at all so far. I'm not gonna lie. This thing probably still works. It probably just cut off one time because it was like, it just freaked out on you or something. Yeah. There we go. Here's your hard drive. 1 terabyte. So now we're gonna do Blu-ray and disk drive. Oop, just like that. Oop, just like that. I'm holding this camera on top of we're gonna set this up on this side now. So this is what it looks like overhead. Remember we had your hard drive here, disk drive here, power supply, fan, and heat sink. Know that. Okay, so your power supply comes out and unfolds out. There we go. Little clip right there. All right, there's your power supply. I'm not able to test it, but I will show you this. 12 volts, that's what it should be putting out. We're gonna, oh yeah, there's a little plastic piece up here you can take out. It's like a little gate or something. Okay, we just got done taking out all the components except for the board and the fan. So now, got this little thing. All right, so here's your motherboard, and here's your bottom piece here. Okay, so when I go to put everything back together is when I'm gonna really deep clean everything, but we're just trying to get this thing apart and looked at. So what I'm gonna do is take out the fan. This is the X clamp. This thing is a pain in the ass to take out and off. I think that's what's keeping me from taking Oh, okay, so we're at the bottom of the board now. I can see some water damage now. Alright, so this is the top of your motherboard, which looks great, which is crazy because this is where the water was spilled on top of. Well, then I go flip it around, and you see stuff like this here. That stuff there, that's not really great. This is when you really need a magnifying glass. Because this is going to tell you. So that looks like water damage. Either that or it's just like some regular corrosion. This is crazy though, how these things work, man. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and look over this thing really well, like this, really quickly. But that's okay though, because we're gonna just do everything we can do to fix this. So with this X clamp, you're supposed to have a special tool. Let's go a little bit smaller. That's that son of a bitch right there. Alright, so once your X clamp is off, you can take the whole board off. Look at this. So this is where your thermal paste goes. This is what keeps your system cool. We're gonna be cleaning all that off and replacing it. Just cause, you know what I'm saying? The heatsink always gets lots of dust in it. You can normally see right through the heatsink. I don't know if you can, I'm trying to find a way. There you go, you can kind of see it. Okay, so first before we do the thermal paste, ooh, that feels weird. We're gonna take some stuff we have to use to clean. We're going to take some Q-tips, some Isopropyl. We're going to use this stuff. It's okay to use on your motherboard. I did check. And it's very common to clean your boards with that shit. So we're fine. Gucci. I'm not pressing down on it too hard or anything like that. Toothbrush doesn't even look dirty or anything. Now we're going to use some Q-tips. Hit it with some air. Alright, the back of the board's been cleaned. The front of the board doesn't even look dirty. I don't even think I'm going to even mess with it. All I'm going to do is take this thermal paste off. Some alcohol. Clean this off. Again, we're gonna set this to the side. Check out your hard drive. Boom. Now, set this to the side. All your components are back in. You've been pasted, you've been dusted, you've been cleaned. Now, the last couple steps. We are on the way. So, last thing I did, I wrote your paste job on there. We're getting ready to put everything back on, the last couple things back on, literally top and the bottom. All right. Everything's go. Where did all these screws come from? That's weird. Totally joking. No more extra screws. Everything's good. It's back together. This was the battle. Took me some chicken nuggets, a couple Q-tips, some alcohol and some air. It's good. Alright, so this is the moment of truth. Plug power to it. Steal this HDMI. Oh, I hear a fan coming on. That's gotta be good news. So there's a fan on. Let's turn this TV on real quick. On. That's good news. On screen. We got it wrong clip. I don't think so. Oh, here we go.